So you may or you may not feel like going for a swim outside, but indoors, you want to go for a swim?
Indoors, there's plenty of pools in the area that are indoors if you're looking for a way to enjoy the water in the wintertime. Far too cold to go outside, unless you're doing the polar plunge.
Polar plunge. Lindsay Boach, though, joins us now. She is learning a little bit about becoming a lifeguard this morning. Good morning, Lindsay.
Good morning, guys. And actually, one of my high school jobs was as a lifeguard at a water park that is no longer standing. Very, very sad. We have a lot of fun. It's a very great job to have, especially in the summer when you're outside, but we are inside in the winter, and there needs to be lifeguards in the winter as well. The YMCA is going to be holding a lifeguarding class. David Gebert joins me now. I'll explain a little bit about that.
Well, we're going to be starting a lifeguard class starting February the 24th. And we'll be running through March 16th. It's an approximately 32-hour course. And we'll be meeting Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 5:30 to about 9. We'll be kind of dividing our time between the classroom and then also some sessions in the pool to practice some lifeguarding skills.
And it's more than just lifeguarding. What can people expect to learn in these classes?
Well, not only do we get the lifeguarding certification, but also we also include CPR for the professional rescuer, which is the same CPR that police officers and firefighters take. There's also first aid and AED administration. We also have oxygen here in our building, so we throw in oxygen administration for no extra charge.
And this class isn't just for people who want to be a lifeguard. This is for anybody.
Oh, really? If you'd like to just sit in on the class and see what we do, if you're curious about what we do, you're more than welcome to see us in action. And really, lifeguarding isn't for everybody. My people are very, very responsible, and we take our job really seriously. But we're happy to do it.
But we're going to have a little bit of fun here in the pool this morning. We have a demonstration. Explain a little bit about what's going to be happening.
Well, we've got Tom. He's going to be our lifeguard on duty. He's got a practice tube in hand, and he's ready to do a save. Now, what we've got here, we've got our other lifeguard, Amanda. She's going to be our designated victim here. Okay. She's going to jump in, and she's not really paying attention to how deep it is here. And so she's going to jump in and then realize that she's in over her head, and she's going to start to panic. So Tom's going to do the proper procedure. He's going to recognize that she needs help. She starts bobbing up and down in the water, and she looks to panic. So Tom's going to whistle 3 times. He's whistling 3 times. He does a stride entry to keep his head up out of the water, and then hands her the rescue tube, and hopefully she's going to grab it. Yep, she grabs on. And he's bringing her back over to the side. And as you can see, he doesn't take his eyes off her for very long. And now he's moving over to just make sure that she's secure there on the deck. And they're going to move over to the ladder there, and he's going to help her out of the pool.
And now there are some prerequisites before taking the class. You have to swim a certain amount of a lap?
That's right. Our prerequisite swim is 300 yards, which is basically 6 laps down and back in our pool. And then we have a timed swim where you swim 20 yards and dive down in at least 7 feet of water to get a 10-pound weight, and then bring it back in under 1:40 is our goal time with that.
All right, and this pool is 9 feet deep.
That's right.
Okay. Well, we have more demonstrations that are coming your way, coming up here in the next half hour, guys.
I think first I would have to learn to swim before I could save anybody.
You don't know how to swim?
Exactly.
I do not.
You should know how to swim.
I know.
Oh,
everyone should know
Hannah.
how to swim. I know.
Which they can teach you at the Y. They have swimming classes
That's
as well.
where I should go, definitely.
All right, thanks, Lindsay. Tri-State's Lindsay Boach is with us now live. It might feel like she is in Aruba because of the humidity there at the Y, but she's actually at the Quincy Y, just a few blocks from the station. Good morning.
Morning, Lindsay.
Good morning. Yes, it's very warm in here. It actually feels kind of good for a little bit, but then it starts to get pretty hot. It does feel like Aruba. But we are next to the pool, which looks very, very nice. I've been thinking about jumping in it, but I'm not going to. David Gebert joins me now, the aquatics director here. You guys have lifeguarding classes coming up?
That's right. Starting on February the 24th and running through the 16th of March. We'll have a first of a couple lifeguard classes we'll offer in the spring. And this one will be about a 32-hour course. And we'll run 3 days a week in the evenings, and we'll, like I said, starting the end of February. I'm sorry.
And what can people expect to learn in these classes?
Well, we're going to divide our time pretty much between classroom sessions and then sessions in the pool, practicing skills. In the classroom, we'll talk a little bit about the physics of water and the science of drowning, and we'll go over techniques and different ways to go about our business. And then we'll practice here in the pool. We'll come in and we'll do different drills and different techniques of doing rescues. And we're going to show a little bit to you today.
Why is it so important for people to take these classes?
We take our job here very, very seriously, and lifeguarding, lifeguards, and one thing many people don't realize is we're first responders as well, and we're trained to provide care until the advanced medical personnel, the EMS, gets here. So our job is very important, and we're responsible for the well-being of everybody who comes in here.
All right, and you said we're going to have a demonstration. What is this demonstration going to be about?
This is actually going to be Amanda, our victim, is going to she's going to jump in, and she's going to accidentally hurt her foot on the ledge there in our deep end, and then I'm going to assist Tom in bringing Amanda out. I'm going to assist her bringing her out of the water, because she can't get out of the water on her own power. Okay.
Okay. And do you see this often?
No, we don't. But we do practice as a precaution.
Okay. So he's going to go grab this board. It's a yellow board to kind of help her get out, so she can, because her foot is hurt. Really cool stuff that they're doing here. Tom's going to go grab the board to help out David and to get Amanda. Right now she's just kind of dangling there because she can't move her foot. She can't get out of the pool by herself. So they put the board down in there, and then she will grab on, oh no, they'll flip her around and then lift her up over the pool, and there she is, safe. And they'll ask her how she is. She'll sit up, and then they will respond to the injury that she has. How is this different than other rescues that you guys do?
Well, this is actually usually sometimes we'll have people that panic, and that they actually have enough power to get up out of the pool, but on their own they're just not very sure of themselves. But we do practice if they get an accidental injury and they can't get out of the water on their own power. We do practice how to get them out safely.
All right, thank you very much. Thanks for the demonstration. And coming up in the next half hour, we're going to learn a little bit about CPR, which is also part of the class. Guys.
Very nice. Thank you, Lindsay.
Well, Chad mentioned earlier that it's Singles Appreciation Day. Well, I now am taken by this guy. He's going to help us learn some CPR coming up next.
Lindsay is live this morning at Quincy YMCA. She's learning how to be a lifeguard.
Where'd your boyfriend go?
He's down on the ground. We're going to get to him in a little bit. He's having some breathing troubles here, so we're going to help him out here coming up. We have another demonstration for you. David Gabbert's going to explain a little bit about what's going on and how this is different than the other ones that we've been showing you.
Okay. Well, up until now, they've been the victim has been conscious and looking around. Now we're going to practice one of our worst case scenarios. This is our victim is going to go unconscious in the water, and she's going to require CPR.
Okay, and go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. And
she's already in the water. Yep. She's face down.
That's right. So Tom's going to do an entry, and he's going to call to me that we're going to need to get the board ready, okay. and I'm going to help him take over right now.
So the board was used earlier for when Amanda, our victim, had a broken leg. It's a yellow sturdy board, and it just helps them get the victim out of the water. She's doing a very good job of pretending like she's unconscious. And then Tom's going to come out and grab the board. They are going to be offering lifeguarding classes here at the YMCA if you're interested in being a lifeguard. That's going to be coming up here in the end of February. So Tom grabs the board, they slip it under her, and they roll her over like so, and then they pull her out of the water. My little boyfriend that I had, he's going to be our little dummy here to show how to give CPR. Amanda's going to get out of the way, and you can't do CPR on a real person because of chest compressions. He's listening for a breath right now. They both have gloves on, which is very important.
No breathing.
No breathing. No pulse. They're going to have to do CPR. So he's got his first aid kit. And the first thing he grabs is something to put over the mouth. It's a breathing apparatus that they use so they don't have to breathe directly into the mouth. But all of that air does go in there, and then Tom will start the chest compressions. He does 15 chest compressions for every 2 breaths, I believe. And this is on an adult. Now, CPR is different when you're using a child, but this would be for an adult. 15 for every 2 breaths that you use. And how many times do you do this?
We do 5 rounds of chest compressions and breaths, and then we'll eventually we would switch off.
Okay.
I guess I'll stop there.
And how does it differ if there is a child? Because I know that you don't use the same ratio, you don't use the same force.
Well, we do modify our rescue breathing just a little bit. We don't blow quite as much, of course. And what you just saw, the 2-man CPR, is a little bit different from when you're just on your own. Mm-hmm. We do less actual compressions, and that's kind of changed. That's always changing. They're doing research in the field, and they'll change that too if they decide that a different way is working better.
And now, if people are interested in the class, how can they sign up for it, register for it?
Well, you can come by the Y, and you can ask for more details at the front desk. We can register there at the front desk as well. And if you'd like any more information about the class, you can call me at extension 212, and I'll be happy to talk to you.
Great. Thank you very much, and thank you to our lifeguards who are out here this morning, bright and early, helping us to save a life. Guys.
Very nice, and hopefully your boyfriend there will be.
Oh, he's good.
Okay, he's
good?
good?
He's good.
Good.
There he is.
All right, thanks, Lindsay.